Hey, I hope you're having a great day. I have something really important to talk to you about today on Take 10. And I'm getting right in the middle of all the furniture that goes in the lobby of your mind that protects your focus so that things don't get on the inside of your brain and cause you a breakdown. That way the enemy can push discouragement at you, which is the number one. You boil down everything that happens to you. I don't care if you give me the million ramifications of life. It's all going to boil down to it either brings encouragement or discouragement. And when discouragement comes to you, it changes your perception of everything. When your perception is changed, then you don't know what to do. Then when you don't know what to do, you lose your courage. I want you to go check on my blog if you're just getting here late to the game. And go check every one of the other ones. It won't take you but 10 minutes at a time. You'll be well aware that you will need the other things that we're talking about because we're going in chronological order of what I think you need in your mind to protect you against those things that override you and destroy you and cause you trouble in the battlefield of the mind. Put a lobby on it. Number 5, this chair is very important. Nobody taught me anything about it. It's called money sense. What do you think about money? What sense do you have about money? Have you asked God to give you money sense? Have you asked God to give you mentors for money sense? My father was a genius in pastoring pastors. I received that mantle and I carry it today. And it's well known because of the pastors that I cover and see, and I have lots of great friends, but we also do very well when it's time to talk about pastoral troubles. One thing my father did not talk to me about was money sense. And he was very clever about money. He had been a regional vice president for Blue Cross, one of the big insurance companies. Forgive me for not knowing it off the top of my head. It's been all those years ago. He got saved and he became a pastor, and then he became a superintendent over a very large denomination of pastors. He never taught me money sense. I don't remember ever knowing anything other than going to work for him my very first time at 9 or 10 mowing church lot in Lamarck, Texas, and he gave me my pay and he gave me a tithing envelope so that I could give 10% back to the church of what I earned. He cut us no slack. Thank God he didn't. I've been blessed because of it. But outside of learning to tithe, I didn't know what the stock market was. I didn't know how anything happened. And later in life, he saw that a good man was to leave an inheritance for his children. And so the last few years of his life, he really poured himself in to making money. But I was already beyond the curve on that. I had already had successful businesses, successful things. I'd had unsuccessful things. I'd had failures. I'd had gains. Listen, don't let anybody talk to you about your failures. Your failures are the foundation rocks that you build the great principles of power in your life on. It's my foundation stones. They're badges of honor for me. Failures are only God's victory in your life. Come on. Money sense has got to be taken into your life. There's enough business shows that you can watch. There's lots of things on YouTube. When I started trying to learn about money sense, I had no idea how to get a loan. I knew nothing about operating inside of a corporation. I knew nothing about having personal failure and being able to go on with business success. Having business failure, going on with personal success. I didn't understand how men move back and forth. Now, all the presidents did, all the money guys did, all the big billionaires did, but the poor little guys down on the bottom end didn't know anything about money. So money is a place of discouragement for most people who are called to service. Whether you're called to ministry, whether you're called to being in the 501c3 arena to help people to do those things, whether you're a marketplace business person who is listening to me because you know how you and I have done well together, or how some things we've talked about have turned out, how you've helped me. I mean, there's so many thousands of ways. My great mentor in this is a guy named Dub Phillips. I found him in my first church 37 years ago or so, or maybe more, longer than that. And I latched on to him. He owned the local Chevrolet house and some regional Chevrolet properties, and he was a car man. And I latched on to him, and I learned what I could learn. Until this day, we are strong friends together. He serves on some of my boards. But success comes as you realize your use and your misuse of money. Success comes as you realize your use and misuse of money. No, that's not my terminology. I didn't write that. I learned that from Peter Daniels. I learned that success learns to leverage money. I didn't know about leveraging money. I didn't know about putting a little weight here to bring success over there. I had no idea how anything worked, and I did not even know how to get a set of books to where the bank would receive my books to give me a loan or to take care of. I did not know how to argue about rates of interest. I didn't know how to protect my credit. I ruined my personal life in trying to make the work of the Lord go strong. And then I caught money sense. So the lobby of my mind, as soon as the enemy come blasting through with a discouragement, and as soon as I paid attention to money sense would then become a load of trouble. I was out of control. I got to where I was unwilling to bear pain. I got to where I couldn't pay attention to any detail. I just didn't have any money sense. And like I said before, the bulldozer of pressure would just shove loads of discouragement on me. If that's where you are right now, it's not too late to start. Latch on to somebody. Find somebody and buy them a cup of coffee and ask them, how do you handle yourself? How I'm realizing the use and misuse of my money. It's a great statement. Just learn to say it. I realize my use and my misuse of money. Remember what we talked about on willingness to bear pain, when we talked about being in control and having courage. Control is simply saying, it's not your fault. The fault starts right here. I accept my responsibility. I repeatedly yield myself to Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ is going to give me strength to get through this. I am going to be in control through power that I've earned with Jesus Christ. He gave it to me by grace, but I have kept it by strength of embattlements around it to keep it from going away. My money sense is coming because I'm learning to leverage my money. So what does it have to do with Jesus? Well, Jesus taught leverage dynamics in Luke chapter 6, verse 38. Now, you can go there and read it yourself, but it simply says, give, and it shall be given. So shall men, not God, men give into your bosom. We're always looking for a donation. What if God wanted to do it another way? He has done it many times in my life, and I know many that he has done it in their life, and he's done it in your life. What Jesus taught about leverage dynamics was that everything you do must have a giving component, because that brings repetitive success. If there is no giving component in your life, I said my father taught me nothing about money sense but tithe. But did you know that was the first powerful building block in my actual money sense? Because giving to God the tithe, and then later I learned that you give God the 10th, and you lay aside 10% for yourself, or put 10% into your own work, or have something that cannot be touched by your work that is 10% of your value. Everything becomes a leverage, and everything has dynamics. So go to Luke 6:38 and make a new commitment to where the giving components in your life bring repetitive success. I'm talking about financial giving components that must be in there to make it happen. So if you're protected in your lobby, the focus of your move that you're working on right now, the failures will come less as you realize your use and misuse of money. God bless you. May you have a blessed day, and may your load become lighter today. God bless you. See you next time on Take 10.